Welcome back. That was Generation 7, the Future Masters Series exhibition. Now, let's take you on an exciting journey of Fobali Art World Africa's 9 Printmaking Grandmasters in Nigeria exhibition. Enjoy.
Yes, this is basically printmaking exhibition, and when you talk about printmaking is the art of doing artwork in duplicity. You know, where you have the matrix, and the matrix is able to produce identical original. It's popular in Europe. It's popular in America. Right now, we are in Nigeria. A lot of people have trained in it right now, and today the art is becoming more popular. And this exhibition is actually born to popularize the exhibition, to give the genre, to give the genre a visibility, and that is why this show is on.
The exhibition per se is about the 9 grandmaster printmakers in Nigeria, contemporary Nigerian art per se. And these 9 grandmasters are the 9 that have proven themselves through decades, over like 50 to 60 decades in the art. All of them are proven. The youngest among them, for instance, is well approaching 70 already, which is Dr. Kunle Adeyemi. And the oldest, the one known as more or less the father of printmaking in Nigeria, Professor Bruce Onobrakpeya, which is already 93 years old. He started in the early 60s attending workshops from Ibadan to Osogbo. But we have to talk about others, like Professor Chief Omotayo Ayebusi, who is also more or less the first established printmaker per se in Nigerian art.
These 8 grandmasters are the quintessential 8 renowned paintmakers who have contributed greatly to the establishment of paintmaking in Nigeria till date. With peculiar modern and contemporary ideas through experiment, materials and different methodical explorations in their various studios, they positioned paintmaking as a grand creative art form in Nigerian arts.
Well, today's exhibition is a printmaking exhibition. Art was created out of prints. That is what we have come here to see today. Then, at that time, printmakers were almost non-existent, very few, but now there are quite many, and this exhibition is one of the things that is making printmaking very popular as an art medium.
Today's exhibition is the first of its kind, celebrating the 9 printmaking grandmasters of contemporary Nigerian printmaking. And it's a show that comprises of these masters that have really put a mark in contemporary Nigerian printmaking and have contributed a lot to contemporary Nigerian printmaking, both in Nigeria and abroad. We have likes like Bruce Onobrakpeya, who is a renowned printmaker and also a UNESCO living legend. We also have Tayo Ayebusi, who was a printmaker when Bruce Onobrakpeya and Wangboje were still and Wangboje were still students. And we also have Professor Salubi Onakufe, who is the president, Visual Printmakers Association of Nigeria. We have Professor Wangboje, who was a one-time deputy vice chancellor of the University of Benin. We have Kunle Adeyemi, who is retired from Yaba College of Tech and the Vice President, Printmaker Association of Nigeria, who is now a full-time artist in the studio. We have David Dale, late Mr. David Dale. Yes, David Dale worked under Professor Bruce Onobrakbeya in his studio, before he passed on. We also have Ademola Williams. Ademola Williams, who is a renowned printmaker and one of the founders of the Orio Loku, with Professor Wangboji. Yes, and we also have Kunle Adeyemi. Kunle Adeyemi was, he has been in printmaking for some time and he's a very renowned printmaker, in this field. We also have Professor Uche Okeke. Uche Okeke was, the members of the Zaria Rebel of Professor Bruce Onobrakbeya then, and he did excellent prints.
Mr. Alele, excellent. I'm a member of the curatorial team of this exhibition, and it's a privilege to be in this exhibition. This is my first time of going into art, and I think it's a privilege, and I'm very happy that I'm privileged to be the member of the curatorial team. And in terms of the artists, I happen to live with Professor Bruce Onobrakbeya, who is like an uncle to me, a father figure to me. I grew up with him. I schooled in his own house, and it was a privilege. He made me to love art, and I'm happy to be an art patron.
The Grandmasters. So some artists started with printmaking, but they did not continue with it. So we don't consider them as Grandmasters. So the Grandmasters we dealt with for this exhibition are people that started the early days and they are still practicing printmaking. So we gather representation from different states across Nigeria, even the Professor Salubi to from Warri and all that. So we have representation from the north, from the east, from the west, and it's a national exhibition because the different regions in Nigeria are represented for this exhibition.
Essentially, I'm here on behalf of Lagos Chamber of Commerce to continue our support to the creative industry, because the creative industry, together with the entertainment part of the creative industry, is one of the fastest growing sectors of Nigerian economy. Not just locally, but Africa and worldwide. Our artists are now international stars. And that achievement is not only in art, but it's also in an economy. Those artists are building very large spaces for economic growth. Both the established artists and the younger ones that are coming behind them, they are supported and motivated by a show like this that is highlighting Grandmasters in the art of printmaking. And it enables the investors in the art industry, the art collectors, the sponsors of artists to see the value of their work and their investments.